There we go. We're back up. We're back up. I'll tell you, while we wait for the crack. While we wait for the next scrim, because we can sit and chat with these guys while we do. While we wait for the next scrim, shall we play some more Shadow of War? Just while we wait. What do you think? Let's get some music on the go. Should we play some more Shadow of War while we wait? Or should I grab Elden Ring and show you guys how to get some levels super quickly? Should I bust out some Elden Ring and show you how to get powerful in Elden Ring really quickly? What do we think, stream? Should we jam some Elden Ring while we wait, or maybe some Shadow of War? Nah, I think Shadow of War might be a bit too involved. Should we grab some Elden Ring and I'll show you guys how to get powerful really, really quickly? Or should we watch the VCT? Oh, I need to order food as well. We need food. VCT is Valorant Championships. It's a championship tournament. It's the pro like full pro players. We could do like a little watch party or something. I can pull it up on Twitch. We could all we could watch it together. Go on then, shall we? So it's 100 Thieves versus Cloud9.
How was Cryo missed that?
3v3 for the round. 50 seconds left. Sight in favor of Cloud9.
I'll show you what actual Valorant is meant to be.
Uh-oh, spotted.
So what he did there was he faked. There we go. He tried to fake the flash.
Numbers in favor of
So
Cloud9.
when you fake the flash, it's to make them think you've teleported somewhere else, but you stay where you are. So they look the other way.
Big though.
I could do that, but I'm just not good at the game.
What can they do? A 1-for-1 leaps in the clutch and he wins it out. Once again, tied up at 11.
Good trades there from both teams as it comes down to the final moments, but really, Cloud9 managing to find that pick in the mid-round, up onto Heaven. Really creative mid-rounding there. Love the pathing. They realize that they lost A main. They don't try and challenge back. They instead decide, all right, maybe we can push up towards Heaven. And they do. They get rewarded with that pick on Cryo.
And it was narrow. I mean,
here we go. Still can't take Cloud9 seriously. Why not?
Yeah, very different.
What did Cloud9 do?
Again in this round, very early.
So this is where we're going to watch some absolutely crazy plays. So like, you want to be watching like Asuna. Asuna and Banger.
Recon dart through again,
They're
slowed
like
off a little.
really
Nobody in position to really spam off the back of it. So this is going to be, oh, Rooney with another.
Leafs playing on the other side of the door as well.
So here we go.
100 Thieves have been here a lot.
So green is 100 Thieves, red is Cloud9.
They probably shouldn't be able to.
Oh yes, yeah.
Though, to be honest.
They're numerous failure. It's not as bad as was it Shroud? Shroud who just massively threw a game to try to knife. God damn.
3 on the round for him.
Oh my god, look at that.
12 for Cloud9.
Wow. See, that's how the game's meant to play. That's basically so the skirmish team we were playing against.
Into America's
so the skirmish team we were actually playing against.
not for
So
any reason to do
the
with their player
skirmish
quality, but
team
just
we were
the
playing against today,
circumstances the team had been put into. My word,
they are
the pressure has
all
created
immortal
diamonds.
level players who are what is known as the alumni. They're basically the people who have gone fully through the coaching program already, and are pretty good at the game.
The things that must be going through that team's head.
Oh, too high. There we go. I think that's about right.
Sure begins to hit Cryo's blades, not finding any value.
So yeah, a bit too converted help.
Some semblance of 30 on the side as Bang gets 3 in the round.
That's amazing performance by Bang, frankly.
The anchor delivering again.
What do you mean converted?
Rooney's left in this clutch and he's not able to do it.
God damn, look at that.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's a bit. Wait, what's that?
What a
Switching
map.
sides.
These two teams are so even.
Yeah,
The
this
fast
is
hits
so.
Simply not really
Pro
working for
Val.
Cloud9.
This is how Valorant is meant to be played. It's meant to be played quick, hard, and
often.
fast. That's why they kept telling us
But
get
what
the
a
fuck on
performance there
site.
from Bang. Ripping 3 off as Jake, I think, was teleporting kind of into his face.
But yeah, let's watch some Pro Valorant. Let's have a little live
How are
little
they
pro
going
stream
to
show.
adjust? The mind games between
Edit,
Stella and Rooney. Defense to start for C9.
And this is where you expect experience to be the difference maker, but I mean, that hasn't been the case at all.
And there's such layered experiences, right? Cloud9 have got very experienced players too that will be there for guidance. This is a big push coming out of B main early. Is this the set play we saw earlier? No, not quite as fast.
There's a flash set up. There's a paranoia there too. The dash, the
There we
paranoia.
go, updated. Oh,
Great hold.
damn.
Cryo.
It was that same set play, actually. The Nanoswarm came through as well to clear the back of High.
God,
Cryo
Bang
ready for it
is
this time.
he's such a good Omen
And my, oh
player.
my, Cryo being able to get that first kill advantage over Leaf is something we have not seen much of in this match. Not
So
at all.
he's gonna
What
throw a
time to do
smoke.
it.
So if you look on the map, he's throwing a smoke to mid. So, oh wait, hang
Everything
on. Let me
around
move my
comes to
camera down a
screeching
bit.
halt. Silence across the site.
But there's actually some really big utility tools that 100 Thieves have lost there. They had to use Paranoia early. They now don't have drone, that's cancelled. No dash for Cryo, no smokes.
So the
So
drone
Cryo
is
break
Sova's
concept going
drone.
into the site. Things are still going to be a little difficult here, despite the fact they stopped the early salvo.
There's a nano just on the other side, cleared out by the shock dart.
Nano is Nano Swarm. That's the thing you see swinging on the floor. Oh! So he's going for the backside flash. Good flash.
And they have a decent idea of where Stellar is. Surely they know, right?
So he's going for the lurk here. Ah, he didn't check it.
Down B.
2 remain, now 1 for 100 Thieves.
Oh! Damn!
Series point.
Well played,
The
Cloud9.
score last time 100 Thieves took to this map. And I could definitely see a world where it all slips away from them painfully again.
30 seconds left.
DDK was saying they just need to hang on.
I think Streamlabs is being.
And this is by the skin of their teeth.
Hey,
Put
nice,
together
Heldren.
Another round
Better
to keep
games
this
than I am.
OT going.
It'd be like that.
Else is so animated, talking through the situation. He's always been vocal. He's always been known to be a leader.
And meanwhile, some kind of heads hanging from the 100 Thieves players.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit tilted.
Body language definitely, I think, showcasing the difference in expectations coming into this map and into the match in general. If you had talked about the clash between these two teams at the beginning of the year, you're expecting 100 Thieves to win this one and be competing with those teams in the upper echelon.
Oh,
They haven't been.
I do want to get back to
Just
playing
have not
Rocket League a
been.
bit more, but this
And now Cloud9
that haven't
look
time.
to
You
take
should, man. So
juicy
something we were talking about earlier before we went fully live
And again,
is the idea
implications for
that
the rest of the
in
season, potentially.
that you should take that
100
kind of
Thieves
pro
has yet
fighting
to play
mindset,
against
stuff like
Fury,
this,
Loud,
and
Leviathan,
take that
NRG.
I'm better than you kind
If
of
100 Thieves
standpoint.
can't put away
And
Cloud9,
I want to, but I don't want you
100
guys
Thieves
to
can't
see
put
my
away
ego
Sentinels,
do this
are
and
they going to be able to
explode.
get wins against the top 4?
There's trouble afoot. Cloud9 1 round away from
So
the
Cloud-
sunset. And
Cloud9
at this point, we're
are
gonna have to start having conversations
one
about whether or not
round
they're
away
upset.
from winning this set.
Absolutely. I mean, they have looked
So
like really
Rock.
all
So
of
in
their
this,
matches.
it's first to 13,
Put an operator
but
into
because
Cryo's
both of them
hands,
got
100
to
Thieves.
12, it's gone into overtime. So it's first to 2 wins, 2 straight wins. Oh wow, they got Derek really early.
Caught on the back foot, and now just forced to sit and watch.
Look at that. So you see how their Omen teleports straight onto site?
Failed usually because there's been somebody anchoring on B. Not this time. It's going to be a 4v5 retake. And Cryo with an operator in hand. I bet he's wishing he had a rifle now.
No. Take that shotgun back out.
That high-low's too much.
Nice! They got the trade.
How the heck he got away with that, but either way, traded out. Now Jake forced to push Cora.
he tried, but he got gunned down.
It's again retake for 100 Thieves.
Can Celsius be the thorn in their side? Hiding around in B main.
That's another. Cryo falls.
Nice!
He's been clutched before. Can he do it again? He spots one, but that's all it is. The time low.
He only needs one more.
Forward and leave on the other side. I don't know that there's enough time. Evening gets a kill.
Oh my god! Nah, he's not got it. He's not got it.
It's going to be
Cloud9.
no longer. Cloud9 take down 100 Thieves.
Damn!
What a performance from this squad. Not even dropping a map. A clean 0. It got close, it got scrappy, but it's another 14-12 loss for 100 Thieves, this time on their map pick, Ascent. And the game plan from Cloud9 has just been lovely on Lotus, on Split against Loud. And this battle of the mid-table,
Just see it here in the background. I love you, Cloud9.
People were counting out 2 serious contenders to rise up. Top 6 makes it to playoffs.
So 100 Thieves and Cloud9 have had a bit of a thing going.
Schedule gets way worse for 100 Thieves moving forwards.
So Cloud9 were the big underdog coming into this round, into this match.
It will propel them up the standings. And once again, another masterclass from Leaf. What a menace he is on Duelist.
And I want to very quickly, as we continue to talk about Cloud9, oftentimes you'll see new teams and new programs
Crazy.
kind of try
Absolutely
to shore up
crazy.
and protect their new players, right? Put them in situations where they have support, they don't really need to
So
deliver
see
on
what
their
happened
own.
there. He just got
Jake,
pushed up
again,
by a
have
by a
been
wall.
So exceptional for this squad. They haven't been put in situations where they just need to deliver a little bit, right? And just kind of float by. They've answered the call for Cloud9. They've been individually clutch. They've stood tall for this squad.
And more so than that too, I think Cloud9 have just immediately come together as a team.
Yeah.
So there are so many other teams in Americas that would like to have the level of coordination this squad.
Crazy. These guys have got game sense so good. They know where to aim even when they're blind.
Sure, but the C9 team has just come together wonderfully to open things up. 2 aces in this, by the way, for the opposite side for 100 Thieves as they battle back. And it was a valiant comeback, but not quite enough.
No, I believe Stellar got a 4K on that last round as well.
Yeah,
He got one of those A's. Yeah.
Absolute consolation prize though. The rest of Cloud9 making sure there was no hope.
He was so hyped. Look at him. He's so excited. And I do not blame him.
Every retake.
No.
So excited.
No, not at all. It's such a difficult ask. As you see the fist bumps come through once again, Cloud9.
Oh, have I been ignoring my text? I think I have.
And for 2 teams where you would look at them at the beginning of the year and say, blockbuster matchups, some of the best that North America has to offer. Those expectations, they settled down a little bit, but now both teams trending in the opposite direction, right? 100 Thieves now seriously slipping up 2 of their best chances, and Cloud9 rocketing upwards.
And once again, you got to give love to MC. You got to give love to Cupert. The program that they have set up for these 2 young stars, who are very quickly becoming that, by the way. They are not just kind of floating under the radar anymore. They're really coming into their own, and they're delivering. It's been flawless. Cloud9 take down 100 Thieves. We'll throw it back down to the desk.
Thank you so much, Doug. And to be honest, I couldn't agree more with the way that the youngsters here for Cloud9 are assimilating into the team and making a name for themselves. They're making us eat crow on the desk here. All 3 of us going with that 100 Thieves prediction at the top of the day.
It.
Instead, it's a 2-0 the other direction, a 2-0. Not even a third map, Van Silly. Not even a third map. Sure, we got the OT here.
Yes, Cloud9. So Cloud9 back in the League of Legends days. They were my pick. I loved Cloud9. Cloud9 and Team Liquid. They were my guys. Used to be a TSM fan, Team Solo mid, but I kind of moved away from
slipping through another one of those matches where for 100 Thieves, it came down to the wire just like it did versus Sentinels, and they just let that slip through their fingers, a map that they picked, and they couldn't bring this to a third map.
Yeah, I mean, for 100 Thieves, their attack side was looking a little rough at the beginning.
Dude.
I think, like, if they just had, like,
Yeah.
a little rough, if they just had a couple more rounds, rounds going
What I'll
into
probably do
it,
is
then
I'll
their
show you
defense
guys some of
side
the
was kinda
drills
looking
I've been
not that
doing.
bad. They obviously started warming up
I
towards
think
the
I need
end,
to
and we
warm up
started
again
seeing more firepower.
because like we're in a
And
bit of
kinda
a
like
gap
what
between
Saito
that
was just saying,
between
where,
those
like,
two
we did
games.
see them
So
finally
I'm
step
gonna
up to that
do my
plate, where
warm up
between
again,
firepower
see if we can
and
get my
team,
brain
it was
moving
like,
again,
I mean, looking up,
and
right?
see if we can
And
use
what
it
a
to
roller coaster,
absolutely
though,
smash
this
through our
third-
next
this
scrims.
second map was, because we saw there that was round 3 of the map. All first 3 rounds go over to 100 Thieves. They win that bonus up against Cloud9, the Eco against the Eco
Stretch my
King.
neck.
But Van's not to be outdone. Cloud9 finds a way to clap back in just round number 4.
Well, that's was the storyline that we were talking about before too, right? When you're seeing that you're a team that's able to get ecoed, when you're supposed to be the best team in North America for ecos, you're like, hey, we got an answer for ourselves getting into this 4th round. A Laura buy that they have, a hero rifle on top of that. We see the value now behind getting like a hero rifle behind Leaf.
God, look at that. Cloud9 really went for that game. 18 first bloods to 8.
Against C9, and look at these stats right here in
Insane.
terms of how this storyline just built around C9.
I mean, this is crazy. 18 first kills for C9 versus just 8 for 100 Thieves. I mean, that put them in so many 5v4 situations that is
Yeah, like
someone's
that's so
dream.
important,
And I
getting
think,
that
like, even coming
5v4.
into it, I mean, they got, what, aced twice?
What's going on? Like, how did, what?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's so cool.
So
to
an
watch
ace
happen.
is where
The
the entire
fact
team
that
gets
was
killed
in that
without
close, considering 18
where
first
one
bloods
person
to
kills the
8
whole
on
team.
the other side is already wild. But then, of course, as you just mentioned, Athena, it was the aces on the other side. Fine, we're not getting the first bloods, so we're fighting from 4v5 positions or 1v4, 1v5 positions. And 100 Thieves, they've made some miracles in this. I think that's something that we shouldn't ignore, even though the overall series scoreline doesn't look great for them.
Yeah, it came back to that storyline that we talked about. I mean, look at this too. 2 first bloods. We talked about 18 in favor of C9, but 2 of them on the attack. 400 Thieves. On the attack of Ascent, you're supposed to be the one getting entries, opening things up on the attack, and you got shut down actually for 100 Thieves in that second map. So that's
crazy.
definitely like some of the things that doesn't pan out into your game plan of how you wanted to prepare against C9. But as you've mentioned, like we wanted some players to really step up to the plate. The question was around if Cryo Cells can't really step up to the plate, can somebody else can. And yes, in moments we talked about Bang, but it's also on these players. Asuna right here with the ace. I think we also had Stellar with 1, but also Stellar with a clutch on a 2 versus 1 in round number 12 that just allowed 100 Thieves to actually make that comeback, bring that momentum in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, even the comp coming in from 100 Thieves could have been one of the reasons why they couldn't get that first blood. They couldn't initiate
Sorry,
that
there's a
much
bunch of
space going
mosquitoes.
into it for
Baby.
Cryo, but as you can see here, like, Stellar just kind of going off, showing
God, look at
that
that.
the game
What a
too.
clean
And I think
ace.
That comp is something that
Holy
I really,
shit.
really was doubting, honestly. Like, I saw the Viper. I kinda
Absolute
got mad.
mental.
I was like, what the heck is that? Like, they did a good job at splitting the site. On that defense side, they started splitting the site. They started fighting the right sides. They kind of supported their teammates. And I think that that's something that they couldn't really do on attack. Like, it looked like they had a game plan. It looked like what 100 Thieves was trying to do was kind of isolate the site, take the fight, punish rotators, punish other people or people being isolated. But
If there's anything you want me to define, by the way, guys, just let me know and I'll let you know what I'm saying.
Plays like that show you that 100 Thieves, they have the individual pieces to make something happen, but they haven't found a way to get them to all fit together just yet. For Cloud9, it's a very, very beautiful win to kick off their week 3. Let's go ahead and send it down to the stage. Rivington is standing by with Rooney for the Ryzen post-game interview.
Right, I'm back in a moment. I'm going to leave you guys with the interview for a sec.
Thank you very
I
much,
just need to quickly
Dash.
double check food
We
for
are
the
here
house.
for the Verizon
Be right back.
post-match interview with Cloud9 Rooney after they get the 2-0 pickpocket on 100 Thieves. Expected, but for some unexpected. I want to know, though, as we look back, the bounce back from Loud, it was super close on Ascent for Cloud9, super close on Pearl. What was the mentality for the team coming into this week to make sure those matches, things like that, could be closed out?
Yeah, well, we know we're a fairly new team, and we had a good first week against Evil Geniuses. Came into week 2. We looked strong to start off the series with taking the first map. So I think, with 3 weeks of practice, taking a map off of one of the best teams in the world was good for us. So going in today, we were super confident in taking the 2-0. We all knew that was going to happen, and everybody that watched, around knew. We just needed to play confident as we have been, and we knew we would take it.
Talk to me about that goal. What was the key, you think, to taking down 100 Thieves? Whether it was just playing your game or were you able to counter-strap?
Yeah, we didn't really counter-strap anything. We know that they're a fairly solid individual team. They make a lot of superstar plays and have a lot of aces, like you guys saw. But we've been playing very, together, and we knew that if we just played smart, then we can take that down.
And looking at how sudden it was that you joined Cloud9, actually, we were just speaking that you've talked to academy coaches and previously before, so there was almost a lineage there to the Cloud9 roster. But now, having joined the team, all this pressure around you, how are you handling that? It seems amazing, but kind of what was your take when you were in this position?
Right, so obviously the public view is a little different because nobody really knew who I was prior, and same with Jake as well. And thanks to Matt for taking a chance on us and letting us show what we can do. The pressure doesn't really get to me that much. I've been playing competitive sports for a long time, so it doesn't really get to me. I can't speak for Jake, but I'm sure he would say something around the same thing. But yeah, the guys make it really easy to mesh in. The coach is, making it easy for us, and we're playing well. So yeah.
All right, talk to me about Rooney. What are you hoping to show people this season on Cloud9?
Right, so I'm the new IGL in the scene, coming into an elite roster with some good players that have been playing together for a long time and coming in to be their IGL. It's really cool for me to get that recognition from my teammates and now the community as well. I've been seeing my name get tossed around in the IGL circle of who's the best and whatever, blah blah blah. So it's cool to be seeing that recognition as well. And hopefully after this 2-0, there's more. Yeah.
And then we thank you all for those Sheriff's clips as well. Final question for you before I let you go. MIBR versus Energy next. Who do you got? Who are you thinking?
I think Energy is looking really good right now. I think after losing their first series, they have a lot to show. And last week they were very, very dominant. And I'm expecting the same exact thing this week as well.
All right, everybody, Cloud9 Rooney, a victory for Cloud9 over 100 Thieves. We are going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere, though. You heard it right here. We got MIBR versus Energy up next. We'll see you there.
Cool.
We're set, so let's go ahead and get Saturday started off right. 4 teams will take to the stage today. Anything can happen. Anything will happen. The battle of 1-1 teams here in Week 3, Cloud9 versus 100 Thieves. VCT America starts right now.
Look at Jake in a position to make a huge play, and that's a spike. While out of reach of the remaining members of 100 Thieves, as Jake gets a second, the third is teed up and dropped. The guy continues to answer the call.
Every round, listen, let's not get eagle.
The triple pump fake is taking place. Cry, the only one with ball. You can't imagine he uses it here as Elsis is able to spam through the utility, through the smoke, to another kill, and it's clean from Cloud9.
Let's go, Jill. Let's go, baby. Nice smoke, Jill.
Derek is already falling. Jake's being so pesky, and he gets 2 clean shots out from him. The horn falls. Cloud9 once again find themselves up 1-0 in the series. Derek playing spoiler a little bit. On to Leaf, he gets a second onto Jake too. Oh dear! Right. All good. And there's no go. There's nothing to really send Cryo out. Now Leaf comes through. Leaf gets a third anyway.
Baby!
Flank, yeah, that paranoia's gonna hit a couple.
They've been able to mow them down.
Stellar gets 4, and Stellar gets the ace with 1 bullet. Celsius wins it out anyway. 2 remain, now 1 for 100 Thieves as he falls. Underdogs no longer. Cloud9 take down 100 Thieves.
I was just a little girl, I asked my mom, what will I be? Here's what she said to me. Open up now.
Is what happened to all. It happened to us.
I'm getting this out of here.
Eeny, meeny, miny. You.
Evil Dead Rise.
The greatest storyteller always had the perfect story whenever you needed to hear it. There were adventures that could stir the weariest soul, or even move you to tears. But surely a storyteller so great must be just another story, right?
People don't believe me when I say this. We all come from...
The greatest storyteller always had the perfect story whenever you needed to hear it. There were adventures that could stir the weariest soul, or even move you to tears. But surely a storyteller so great must be...
Yeah, sorry, Barguest. I know, man. I know.
Right?
Unfortunately, I am not subbed to this stream.
You got a team?
Do I have a team?
We got a family. You got an ego? We go to work. You coming for us?
Yeah, Barguest. How you doing, man? I figured it out after a moment. Yeah, my bad. So we're going to be watching NRG versus Moeba. It's just while we're waiting for waiting for our scrims to start back up. Oh man, I'm so excited. Like just getting able to watch and see how like these guys do all their different like calls and stuff is mental. Like getting the opportunity to play with like pro level players, pro players, and like pro coaches, like is just, it's mental. Like I've had a game where I stomped, a game where I got stomped. We're gonna do some changes and stuff. See how we do. We'll do our warm ups and stuff again. See how we go. That's a good point. I should save my crosshair. Yeah, at the moment we're just watching the Pro Valorant League at the moment. The chill little watch party for now. It's all right. I got my battle cider. Food is ordered. So what we're going to do is we're just going to quickly go on our settings. Times. Oh, I need to do this now before... Oh, no. Bad kid. No. So Kian is trying really hard right now not to buy this. I only need 400 riot points. So it's like $5. But look at it. It's so goddamn pretty. Look at it. You went to Boom Bar Wednesday with a friend and played crazier golf and pool. Nice. Where was that? Where was that at? Oh, nice. Alex was out. Candy was out in Coventry today. All right, give me a second. We will be right back. So I'm still here, guys. I'm just I'm chatting with you. I'm here. Don't worry. Yeah, they went and found the Catos. They Candy met a very big dickhead of the Siamese, as they are known to be. Oh, can you hear that hype?
What's up, everybody?
You met that cat, like you know what that cat is.
Match of the day is
Yeah, how we did?
corner. It's NRG versus MIBR, and joining us here on the desk is none other than my beautiful mustachioed friend in Josh. How you doing, my dude?
Yeah, there's a lot of mustachioed friends.
There are a few,
around,
but
actually.
none of the other ones are in this room. So right now, you're my favorite. Okay?
I'll take that. Honestly, I'll take that.
No rest for the weary.
No.
You already had to cast a blistering 2-0 there. Let's talk a little bit about the series that we have in front of us. Let's start on the side of NRG. I think for some already, and we're only 2 weeks in now, 3 weeks into the season, and people are talking about this squad as North America's last hope.
And I think it actually does look like that. I mean, you're looking at the performances that are coming out from some of the other squads. Who is it? Cloud9? Are they the other North American last hope? NRG have actually managed a pretty good rebound after their loss to Leviathan. They looked good in the most recent series, dismantling Sentinels, fixing their Lotus immediately. There's a lot of good signs to take away there.
Yeah, I mean, all of them are looking really, really solid. I think as a team, they do have that coordination that we haven't necessarily seen with a lot of the other North American teams. We see each of these players.
Damn bronze players. Who do they think they are?
Reminding me of the C9 that we just saw.
Yeah.
So energy
It's like
definitely
weird
has
movement.
that potential. I do want to say, just because of their old, you know, optic pass and like energy and finesse, like, you know, I do want to say they are up there for me in terms of NA's last hope. But I think, again, coming into this, it's always kind of like a wild card almost when you're fighting against like MIBR.
Right, MIBR, before we even
He jumped on my shoulder and wouldn't let me eat my cake. What a little gremlin of a creature.
Rivals, but it does kind of beg
He laid on top of the Persian cat called Bagpuss. Wow. What a little cunt.
Contest the top of the table, those kind of two remaining.
What a little bastard. I love it.
I mean, I think that you're talking about NRG there?
Yeah, NRG specifically.
I think for NRG, it's actually not really that far away. I think that their map pool that needed a little bit of tweaking. They've been playing a lot of Lotus early. The biggest problem for NRG is just that there's only 3 spots for Tokyo. And
We got ourselves some blood orange
so that's
cider.
the biggest issue, honestly. They're still up there with the best. And for a game like this, they're expected to fairly easily handle
Hello,
the
Gerbil.
Yeah, so while overcoming domestic rivals is going to be
How you
key
doing?
towards garnering one of those top spots in a trip over.
We're just watching some pro Valorant at the moment in between our pro coach scrimmages. So as soon as the scrimmages are good to go, myself and a bunch of other players, we're going to have some who are being coached, and then we're going to have some actual pro players and coaches in those games with us, basically teaching us how to play at the same time. It's going to be cool. Can't wait. Had one game, we did really well. Had another game, got fucking stomped.
How often
It'd be
in your
like
life
that.
have you even saved a tweet? Like, I would never be able to bring receipts months down the line from an interaction like this.
I don't know what people said to me yesterday. I have no idea.
I feel like for me,
Look at the
it's
pro
become,
teams
like,
in the
officially
background
a
chatting
player.
shit.
I need to have a thread of just
That is drama.
Look at that.
Is here without Ye and Marv.
Oh, that is
Jerry.
fantastic.
I mean, well, what do we think about that? You dive into it. A little bit deeper. Do I need to bring a
Hang on.
screenshot of our record versus your team again?
Yeah, and look at the dates there. I mean, that's January 11th. And my boy's coming back 4 months
It's really boring because they're shift walking everything.
like I was ready
Down
Oh
there.
my god.
But I think
Look at that.
they really have looked
Unfortunate.
good, even without Ye and
Look at
Marv
that.
being on this team. So the
Oh, you're
additions
more
have been
too.
pretty excellent.
Mhm.
And considering most people were putting Ye and Marv up as their 2
We
best
finally got a
players,
break.
what a recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh, dear.
Dude, I had to fill like 3 games yesterday. And one of them fucking. How do you get good?
Joining this team, finding some levels of dominance across a couple of key maps.
Yeah, I mean, Sam as a player has definitely developed into kind of what we are seeing today.
Oh,
He's just
dear.
really kind of pushing his own boundaries and pushing into the skill ceiling that no one really thought that he had.
Yeah. I had to fill like 3 games in the because some dude was always just fucking interlocking jet. They're so
With
fast.
that kind of explosive personality that
They
he
probably
Yeah.
have that attachment thing that they do.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. If you don't want to hear this,
already
can't unmute it.
I
There you
also
go.
think that the team has done such a great job at setting him up. He dominates yellow because they break all of that utility for him, allow him to focus forwards. And like I said, even though they've lost their 2 arguably best players, they haven't lost the most important player, which is FNS.
I love my my
And he is
Peroni
doing a
glasses.
great job at helping everybody else feel
Just if you want to hear the coaches chatting shit, at the moment the only people in at the moment are myself and the coaches, pretty much.
For a squad. Week 1 kind of went horribly for them against Libya.
Yeah, it's just us in at the moment.
Week 2, right? And all of a sudden it starts to look a little bit more comfortable for this team, and we're starting to generate the victories.
Plus, without Ye and without that Marv, you know, maybe we do see these players kind of show things that they do have to shine. That maybe now that they were kind of hiding in the shadows of previous players, they're kind of showing that.
Oh shit, Zekin's a pro player now? Holy shit, yeah. I didn't realize Zekin got drafted by Som or Sen, sorry. So Zekin is a really young player. I think he's only like 17.
But the whole way that they approached the map was different. That originally it looked like Finesse didn't quite understand how to call on the attack side. That's really unusual for
I
him.
almost want to tell you about my dungeon master, about weapon I'm designing, and he told me once it's finished we can use it as a bottle. As a bottle?
Role change, and it's also just the way that
Oh,
they're able to
boss
work
reward.
I love giving a nod
was like,
to the new additions, but you already said the man's name.
Take a battle axe, crack the head off, it's just full of whiskey.
We have to talk about Finesse, or should I say the player formerly known as Finesse, who officially changed his name last week to Finesse. Yes, it was previously written FNS,
Look at this man.
but as a matter of fact, it's always been pronounced Finesse if you're to talk to the man himself, just making it official this time around.
I was told it was pronounced Fennis. Venus.
Not even.
Something like that. No?
Yeah, you and
Oh, nice.
can go figure that one out.
Yeah. It's such a problem understanding American people, Canadian people. I just don't get it.
I mean, look, okay, here's what I'll say is the name
I am
change.
about to 1v1 this
I gotta
man.
keep putting
He'll
it in quotes,
stomp
'cause it
me.
really wasn't a name change. It clearly made a difference. Look at the difference in numbers here. KDA jumping a whole 0.8 up to 2-0. Let's go, baby. That's finesse right there.
I actually love it though when a player has a nickname, an alias that in some way like explains the way that they think about the
Nice.
game. Like Finesse has literally called himself
Sounds
that
good,
because he
Heldren.
likes the idea of
Oh
outplaying his
mate, I'm
opponent.
excited. We got
Finesse.
Chinese on the
And when
way.
you watch him IGL on the attack side in particular,
Cannot
he does
wait.
that. He will absolutely run loops around you. You have no idea where they're going. You can't stack the right sides, and he's run fakes up and down.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the best IGLs in terms of like adapting to your team, the other team's playstyle, and also like completely just incorporating your own, like purely just adapting to them.
Well-
And I think like energy in general, I'm so sorry to
No,
cut you
you're
off, but
great.
energy in
Keep
general,
going.
like Finesse, he does a really great job of also like abusing the rotations of his opponents, and it's like he
Yeah, man.
is
Pop it in if you
reading
want.
them like a book every single time. It's just the execution that matters.
Hopefully we'll see some of that brilliance on display today. For more, though, on this matchup, let's hear from NRG's Crashies and MIBR's Maurice.
Yeah, the playstyles from every different region is definitely kind of cool. Every team can beat each other, I feel like. The skill level is so close. MIBR, we've actually scrimmed them a decent amount going into week 2 and week 1. We respect them a lot. We know they have good players. I mean, we've played against them before on other teams. I mean, the very first time we played them...
I've just seen your messages, by the way, Heldren. I don't know of any way of changing your name in Minecraft, because I think it's something to do with your account. So I'm not sure what can actually be changed on it.
O Crash fez 5K de pistola absurdo que eu nunca vou esquecer. Inclusive quando a gente treina contra.
Hey, it's looking good.
They had like Heat, who was a top jet prospect, who we all knew about.
Hey, Rhiannon, how you doing?
At the time.
I will. I can hydrate here. I have both cider and I do have actual hydration.
Bom, eu acredito que vai ser uma batalha de leitura dentro do jogo, de adaptação.
So we're going to be in about, I don't know how long it's going to take. At the moment, we're just watching some pro Valorant play. I'm actually going to be playing with some pro players and pro coaches who are going to be teaching me their aim is to get me to platinum or diamond in 6 weeks, and immortal if they can, which is one below pro player. It's going to be an intense 6 weeks, and I cannot wait. They're actually in Discord at the moment. We're all just kind of waiting in Discord for SKRIMS to do pro SKRIMS. We had one game where we did really well, another where we got fucking stomped. I'm excited and terrified at the same time. And please do not drown me. I don't know how I feel about it. Need some montage music. It's funny you say that. I've actually just reached out to the guy who owns the coaching company is the guy who I've been having a bunch of meetings with. Lovely guy called Jaden. We're basically going to be sitting down and we're going to be turning this into a full thing. Yeah, he's going to help me set all of this up properly, professionally, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think
and it's one of the reasons I'm doing this coaching course at the same time, so I can actually be good enough at the game to be really fun and exciting to watch for you guys. But he also wants to help me set up all the content creation stuff on the side, so I'm super excited. I'm already in a Discord called Creative Paradise with people like Kaya Day and Schlatt and Ludwig and a bunch of other people. So I am. There's a ton of content creators in that Discord and a bunch of highly talented like editors, mocappers, all that kind of thing. So it's happening. It's happening slowly, but it's crazy, man. Every time I think about it, my brain dissociates a little bit. It's like, nah, this is not. You don't know.
One map they were able to take over Loud as one of the better teams in the region, and I'm starting to think the same thing might be true here for MIBR. Are we not maybe necessarily indexing enough into the strength that they've shown us, even in, say, a loss against Loud?
Yeah, I think you look at the first series of the day, you're expecting it to be two teams close in the mid-table. This one is much more spread, NRG punting at the top and MIBR a bit further towards the bottom. But I think
if you're still playing later, I might pack on. Oh yeah, no, I'm probably going to be playing fairly late into the night because the pro scrimmages we're going to be doing are going to be on an NA server and on North America.
Remind me real quick if you can remember your power rankings from the top of the day where these two teams were.
Okay. NRG in the 4th position.
Yes.
MIBR, where did I put them? I think I put
Damn,
them in 9th.
this blood orange cider is really good. Basically tastes like alcoholic iron brew.
Between the 9th place
Thatcher's blood orange.
That middle of the pack is very, very tight.
Really nice. Really nice.
NRG are a step above that middle of the pack. They just got to showcase it.
All right, let's talk about some difference makers here for MIBR. I think no surprise, Heat's going to be one of the names on that list. We even heard talking about what a star he has been in the past.
Here we
his
go.
Matchups against the likes of players like Ye, but JZZ is someone that I want to put right next to him because he's fragged.
Not tried that. It's really good, man, and it is this gorgeous, like proper gorgeous, like amber color. Really, really nice.
But he obviously on that jet, his mechanics are just insane. He is so fun to watch, you know, jumping up and down, going crazy. But then JZZ also, you know, he is supposed to be, you know, that initiator for them, and he's still.
Now, watching Pro Valorant, watching this, you will see such a difference between how it's meant to be played and not. It's crazy how quick the games can be.
Right? I mean, duelist turned initiator.
Look at Zekin right up there at the top. Crazy.
You actually heard the team talk about it before. We had this video earlier where Def was talking about 10s and having to rein him in a little bit because when he gets a kill, he swings for another. Everyone on MIBR, if they get a kill, they are swinging for another. And that's the kind of playstyle where if you're having a great day, suddenly all of the kills start flowing and the momentum, you look unstoppable.
Yeah.
But if NRG are smart enough and good enough to be able to shut them down early, maybe that will snowball into a loss for MIBR.
Everyone, all 5?
I mean, there's
going to turn for a second kill?
Okay,
who's got the reins? Who's pulling back on the reins?
I just had, oh my god, there's a pub near me that sells it on tap. It's great. So nice.
Playing smokes a lot like RGL, he will take fights.
There's a pub near me that sells a bunch of the Lily stuff on tap.
I'm not going to fight
so good.
If Action wants to
so
play out
good.
on the map, let's let it play out on the map. As we mentioned earlier, VCT Twitter
man.
can get pretty spicy. There's always drama.
Oh, mango's so good.
Positive side. Let's check out some.
Have you had mango mochi yet? So nice. Speaking of,
All hail at Austin up. King of Icebox, #100T, #VCT. Thank you, but I am at the moment a Sage player on Icebox, so I don't think so. I might be the queen.
C93 Curse. I think Jake Val is the LeBron of Valorant. I've actually had like a lot of support, which has been kind of surreal to me.
Hey, you're right, Bug. Guess what you doing?
Doing watch parties in my Discord and like just looking at me on Twitter on stage, and it's been super nice to see like the support. Obviously there's gonna be haters, and trust me, I read every single hate comment, every single support comment, but I do really appreciate the support from all my friends, family.
See, I feel this. I really feel this.
When you live in EU but still want to support Crashies and NRG.
That's a fucking mood. Just finished D&D. Remember, you've not eaten. Yeah, we realized we haven't eaten, and I'm doing some, and I'm doing this coaching shit. So yeah, we ordered Chinese from Chopsticks. Good shit. It's a good Chinese in Warwick. I'd highly recommend.
Habla por mucho, sé que mucha gente piensa lo mismo que él.
I can't wait to get back to the gym. It's called Chopsticks. Do you know what? I really can't wait to get back to the gym. I've been like I think the first day I moved to LA. Like for the last like 2 weeks, I've had like a cold right in my lungs, and I can feel it in my muscles. Like everything is just getting, everything's getting looser. Like my biceps feel looser. Everything feels deflated, and I'm not losing weight anymore. So like I need to go so bad. Cannot wait. It's very easy. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? I can drink a lot, and that's not a brag. That's an unfortunate side effect of being Irish.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy, especially when you're
I can drink quite a
giving
lot.
the expectation and you can't meet it.
But Lily's, if I just sit, drink Lily's at a bar, I'll just, order a pint, and you drink it like juice. Then 8 pints later, I'll go stand up and just dead. Over we go. Oh, if you want the Little Moon Mochi ice cream, you can get it. You can get double packs really cheap at Costco. We go to Costco quite a lot. To be fair. Oh man, Chopsticks are nice, aren't they? Here we go. Next game. NRG. Meant to be Energy, but can't wait. So Energy is such a fun team to watch. They're typically very cohesive and quite aggressive. So we'll see. Now I haven't watched much of these guys, the other opposite team. I've not really watched a lot of what they're doing, so we'll see how they do. See, you're a lightweight, but you're not a 1 pint lightweight. It's not about winning, it's about proving a point.
Adjustments in the
here we go.
Meta here for series number 2 of the day.
Here we go. Oh, I can't wait to watch this.
Which gives me high hopes for a full 3 map.
Doing all this stuff, like the coaching stuff, it's making me feel like I'm back in the fighting scene. That's how it feels. Like it's that level of practice and dedication. Like you're doing daily drills, you're doing constant study. Like, oh man, sorry, the cold's still in my lungs. But yeah, you are legitimately doing like theory practice, angle practice. You're doing tons of different stuff. Annoyingly, I can't. Well, it's not annoying. I can't show you the resources, as they are, they are private. But yeah, like no, this is a full pro coaching course, so I'm excited, man. This is like doing a fight camp. Can't wait.
I hope so too. And I gotta wonder how you.
Hey, I had like 5 pints before he took the side away from me and made me have water. I mean, that's always a good thing. My general rule of thumb for drinking is make sure you eat either before you go out or halfway through the night. And that every 2 drinks that goes in, a pint of water goes in. Every time. Like, you'll end up going to the toilet a lot, but honestly, it stops you getting that awful hungover feeling.
Like Haven, for example, where finesse just looks spectacular. Might be really key to getting good maps in the pool that MIBR might be able to squeak over the line and take this one in a very close game.
We had 5 guys. Nice. And he brought me pizza before we went to bed. Nice. That's a good time, that is.
Best maps or putting your opponents on maps they're either uncomfortable.
There is nothing better.
Don't have the experience.
There is nothing better than that, like, post night out kebab or pizza, and it's like greasy fucking pizza, and you just smash it like it's going out of fashion. You smash that shit like it's stinks. I'm not that smart. I just suffer the next day. Yeah, part of me feels that. I very rarely get hungover. When we went to LARP a couple weeks back, I got really hungover on the Friday morning, which was weird because I actually didn't drink too much for once. I had quite a minor amount of alcohol for me, and I didn't even feel that drunk before bed. And I woke up the next morning and I was hungover as fuck. And I think it's because I just didn't drink any water. I was smoking a lot. Like, I think I just fucked myself up. I'm not that smart, but I don't suffer. I mean, that's fair. I typically just don't get hungover. I think that's just because I normally take care of myself and I know where to stop. But no, that weekend, I just died. Like, on Saturday, I was just wiped out. Oh, no, I was wiped out until about kind of 4. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in a nest of blankets on a comfy air bed. And I'm just snuggly, and I had my phone with me, so I was watching Rick and Morty. So I was like, fuck it, I'm staying here. I just decided to binge watch it.
We have no idea which of these teams is better.
I am interested to see what maps they're gonna play here.
2021, I would have said, okay, finesse actually pretty.
Icebox is always a fun map to watch. Icebox is always a fun map to watch. Yes, we're playing Icebox. It's always a fun one to watch because it's very team reliant. It's not a map that you can really just solo. It's so heavy on team play. So when you watch Icebox at pro level, game changer.
It's very, very common now, and NRG just kind of sticks to their meta, sticks to their bread and butter, and sticks to what they kind of like to see. I know Harbor.
Now, this isn't like League of Legends where you've got like picks and bans. It's just you pick your team.
The other team information, but Crashies and Victor here on that Sova and KO, like, they really got to pick it up to kind of get the information past those walls.
I also think we've seen Sentinels play this kind of comp that the Harbor Viper with the Sova instead of the Sky. And it put insane pressure on TenZ, and he couldn't do anything. So without somebody
the Chinese is here.
With Heat, is Heat himself going to be able to frag off the recon dart and actually
I've got sesame chicken, sweet and sour chicken, and spring rolls because I thought, fuck it, I'm going to be sat here at my desk playing games, so I might as well have some finger food.
2-1, I want the 3, and I'm going NRG as well. We can't get into
Yeah, I'm with them. I'm going NRG. Mainly because I like NRG. Out of the two teams, NRG are the ones I'm going to go for because they are the ones I know.
Thank you so much, Dash. This is going to be a very interesting one because, yes, I'm as surprised as...
Hey, shit, it's Dash.
That this first map is going into Icebox. That
Holy shit. I haven't seen Rivington in fucking ages. He was a League of Legends caster back in the day. Being that it's owned by Riot, I don't know if he does both or if it's just this one. You play Valorant with Australians, you're always lagging. I mean, I'm about to play it on the US servers, so we're going to see how that goes. I might just get decimated by lag, but I've got pretty good internet, so we'll see. I don't know how it's going to affect the stream, but we're going to find out.
3 stack towards B for MIBR, though. I wonder if they play for a quick
Here we go.
Try to get RGL a little bit.
So NRG are red.
The game. MIBR is a team
MBR are green.
Those alt-orbs throughout game to game.
Wow, they're going really heavy on the area denial.
Is just trying to get MRB to think about where to move first, and they hold steady on defense.
So if you look at the map, here, I'm going to move myself out
of this composition against MIBR. They've seen this before last week against Sentinels when they absolutely thrashed Sentinels 13-2 on that very map. And for this round, it's the slow pace as you mentioned before. Now finally,
just whack myself up there out of the way.
Close to that minute mark, clearing out towards yellow.
So,
3 players
go.
For that.
So you can see on the mini map, you can have see on the mini map over there. Those lines you see, those are the sight lines that are being blocked. Oh wow, NRG getting aggressive. Oh, they got aggressive. They overheated.
Gets a nice little dink, but
and the Viper pushed up on him.
are coming out strong to win the pistol.
Damn, so NRG got quite aggressive there, and they just got smashed.
MIBR's games is they are so unwavering when sitting in a site. They believe so much in the util. They believe.
Yo, it's at like 300 ping. Why are you playing in Oz? Oh, because they're all Australian. Yeah, sure.
Retake. We'll keep an eye on that. They are staying 3 in B. Just creating a brick wall.
All right, so we've got 3 on B site. So again, if you have a look at the mini map, so this is A site over here. This is B site. These little highlighted areas here, these are the bomb sites. So this is where they can actually plant the bomb.
Close to MIBR. This round could flip very quick. Switch towards A here, Van Silly. It looks like they're going to try to stick together to
Interesting.
pistols, these frenzies to work.
Yeah, sitting as a group is going to be very important for Energy, at least to try to.
Oh,
coming out of heat.
NRG.
Into a jet, right? We haven't seen really MIBR come out and.
Yo, they just got stomped.
So you have heat coming back now as a duelist, as a jet. He opens it up there with
Damn.
and expect to see that
Wow, that was a really good counterplay from him. That was a really good angle as well.
Phantom thrown over to him, but you're right. He is very much so activated by MIBR.
I mean, that's fair, man. How come all the guys who play with are Australian?
Flying over his shoulder, so he can be even more activated and facilitated to do those actionable moves. They get these weapons sorted out for this first bonus round here. Low buys for Energy as they try to do that frenzy buy. It does hurt the armor a bit. And a push forward for Murray's. Getting a little bit of focus.
All right.
Energy continues.
NRG have quite low money at the moment, so they're trying to force.
Gone towards their wall. 0 point finds nothing. MIBR is not giving out a lot of info. Even with the drones finding one, Energy hasn't gained the ground, so that drone is almost nullified now.
Information was there for Energy, though. They saw and pinged that Viper.
Yeah.
They saw the Owl drone towards screen 2, waiting for that utility to come down so they could initiate the hit into the A site. Pushing all the way towards the back. A rarity to see Finesse actually coming in for the entry and scores the first blood.
Set up on a nice Sage plant. Decent utility to come back in, but this long lurk already coming around from Finesse could become a problem if MIBR does start to do damage. Great defensive mollies, great delay coming out here from Energy on the post plant.
This is definitely big. Yes, GZZ and Heat open up, but there's that flank coming through, but Finesse unfortunately loses it to RGL. MIBR regaining control of the site, leaving Artis once again solo. Another 3 versus 1, and another 2-player waiting to greet him on the re-peak. As MIBR capitalize on the bonus round, on the attempt at the flank. I mean,
yeah, they do play for the retake. They play back and safe.
Yep.
I just said they don't do that very often, but we see that they can still coordinate the strategy. 0 point was completely hidden from, and to think about the flank.
Yeah, I muted myself, my bad.
That late. If you haven't seen him in sight, you got to wonder where he is, and MIBR calls that one correctly. Now into round 4, still a few buys that feel comfortable for Energy.
Yeah, I was just saying, makes sense that you're playing with that region then. You're up at that kind of time.
The mid by Sam. It was taken up by Finesse last time, but they will be your 2 workers on the other side of the map. Quick harbor wall. So this is actually the same setup that MIBR used before.
So I'm just gonna smash some boots. If you ask me a question, give me a second, and let me swallow my food.
And now it's the audible. What's the call? Moving towards A. Spikes is a little far behind, so they can choose to still get out of this one, but it looks like a Sage plant after util clear will be the goal.
Nanostorm hasn't been popped. Finally does so, and the push comes in. Nice underhand.
Here we go.
Self-play by Victor. That first blood.
Come on, NRG.
Who now becomes the entry fragger, then falls back as the turret's watching the flank, then he becomes a flanker himself. So lots of things moving through. Victor was playing a one and done. Hoping to catch one off guard because of that stage wall that came up from Artis. Still, player
Camp the stage wall.
In great position to play.
Oh wow, good trade.
1-for-1. 3v2. Reckoning available for RGL, but Clock has been dueling down onto the spike. Not too sure if MIBR is going to use it.
Oh.
Instead of dash in from Heat. Stop on a high low.
Oh no, so close.
Expensive for Energy as they get the first round into.
Nice NRG.
Nicely collected there. MIB almost coming in, but it wasn't enough. Energy switches up the strategy.
Damn, that was a really clean 2 kills.
And they change how they do it. That first time we saw them going towards A, they droned, alerting MIBR that they were taking the site. Energy fully walked up for contact there. Yeah. Like you said, Finesse over here, forgetting.
Yeah, they got a lot more aggressive.
He's playing Sky, just entering in and going. He's been playing so much of it, it doesn't matter that he's on Killjoy. And yeah, they vibed on that round. Energy much needed 1 round back there. So now into round 5, they still keep this A play. A little Murray's rope is cheeky to get that info. And you also have somebody backed on the generator to peek, so giving Energy a double look every time they come around that first A corner. Much slower this time, Van Sil.
Why, is it just swearing or we? Oh, god damn it, Rihanna.
Give them
all right, give me a moment.
Of who might be in front of them on site. This take could be a big retake by MIBR with Revenant available here for RGL.
And for MIBR, we're just scaling that free utility.
I am hydrated, I swear. I'm hydrated.
Right after.
Oh, I might have a couple. Oh no, I really shouldn't drink. I was gonna say I might have a couple of shots of butterscotch rum, but that would be a terrible idea considering we're going to be scrimming. Oh wow, I like the lurk. So what he's doing there is he's jiggle peeking. He's basically jumping to get them to shoot when he does that.
Like looking at what's coming, how can they read MIBR? Still early in the game, seeing if MIBR will push here, tendencies, what can happen, but also Energy looking to come up with a strat. It's a wall up in mid. It's a trade of kills.
There's still 3 players inside the site and the reckoning comes
I mean, real names are fine on screen. The only reason we don't use them is for ease. Just kind of how we do it.
15 seconds left. The trades have to be immaculate if they're going to be contested.
Stop trying to drown me, woman. Don't drown me. I don't want to be drowned. Going for the plant? Hey, okay.
He's going to be able to put this down. But NRG are still
so they're breathing down his neck.
In terms of the disadvantage into this pulse plant.
Once that wall goes down, this operator comes into effect a little bit more.
So the operator is a sniper rifle.
It's going to have to be Sam hearing the footsteps coming up towards the tube. And that's JZZ getting some support out of Maritza as well.
It's a 1 shot to the body.
Nice ball command from Victor.
Okay,
that's not allow any other type of utility to come out on the defense. So this allows for you now to play passively. Good recon out too.
Oh, we got a bit overzealous there.
Now it's a 2 versus 1. Out to Victor to make the
get it? Nice.
Tap onto the second, not even halfway. So he's playing it patiently.
Oh no! Oh, did he get it? He got it! Well done! What a stall!
The money dwindles along with the weapons. Energy clutch this.
Good job.
Back and bring it down to the wire on that round as well. I think they like what they saw in the positioning of MIBR.
I mean, that's fair. I like my friends and I normally have a very dark humor as well. Sometimes it's worth saying. Other times, not so much. Double. Tough. There is a drown button, so it's your duty. I'm off to bed, so we're going to try and wake up for a car boot in the morning. Hey! Have good fun. Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan. Thank you for popping in. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing some one-on-one coaching. I'm going to have a pro coach coaching me through some VOD reviews. Possibly reviewing the game we're going to be doing tonight. And then possibly doing some games where he actively coached me in-game.
What a read.
So, you know, if you're about, we'll be on 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Sam's looking down too.
Enjoy your car boot.
Spike is still on the ground.
Very dark humor. Yeah, we've had some pretty awful humor, and it's kind of why we reined it back a bit for the stream.
After energy feels good here. Not thrown off just yet by this double controller comp. Energy still seems to be making their own space. As soon as that drone goes in, they're able to follow, and it's like you said, it's been finesse taking it, right? So you almost have more of what Victor has to offer there. Artist's safety, which is a res this round too. If they do lose somebody, you can get a battle res in. So a lot of answers right now that Energy has seen or had for what they've seen from MIBR in these last few rounds.
Look at the gamble stack from MIBR. All of them towards the A site. First blood comes in though for Sam. There's still players inside the A site for MIBR. High tide to come up. Running through Artist. Gets a spray through the high tide as JZZ falls. And that stack becomes nothing. A crack in the defense instead. Energy ties up the game to a 3-3 scoreline.
Just waiting it out, like we said. right, where does this operator for Heat go? We see that back online. This folds over into Blade Storm, so it actually may be a more aggressive round for MIBR, but Energy can answer. A lot of ultimates on the board. They have a way to fix this. We just see how clean they are being able to take these sites. Fist bumps all around as we get this game tied up. A hit again, Van Silly. But the wall as well. Seems like we get a push on this towards mid. Yep, MIBR pushes up.
They're doing so good with this, and one stuck on an island is JZZ, but not getting pushed. Now the knife fully pushing them back. Oh, there was an opportunity to get an early 5v4.
All right, they're memeing.
MIBR to actually get a lot of information. Not getting any pressure. Look at that shift out from MIBR towards B.
You're gonna rank up?
Yeah.
You can't play like 5 elite though.
I'm just like super sleepy, man.
I had to play
all the
5 to
time.
win 1. Dude, someone joined the thing.
The more times I press play on that game, the more like I become mentally insane. But like in a bad way.
In a bad way?
Well,
I spend my sanity points, you know, and I have to go to sleep to refresh.
Everybody needs to reset sometimes.
Oh shit!
Can we change the server to Texas?
We have some EU people.
Oh, we have EUs, that's a problem.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
100 ping rip.
Yvette, you don't need to be in this.
That's another region.
Oh wait, you're not even in it.
Central.
One sec. Yeah, no worries, Bargas. Thank you for dropping in, dude. By the look of it, they've actually got full games. That's a shame. We'll have to pick it up in the morning. Right, guys. I'll tell you what. We'll end the stream there for tonight.